Alright guys, welcome back to Assassin's Creed Revelations. The last time we met in Assassin's Creed, we got the first Masyaf key, which is pretty cool. So now we're actually experiencing our first one of the Altair memories. So yeah, that's the thing about this game that I mentioned before, is that Altair actually means a lot to this game's story, because through the Masyaf keys, we will be seeing memories related to Altair at different points in his life. So the first one we're seeing is actually one that takes place before the events of Assassin's Creed 1, which is pretty interesting. I mean, but I do want to mention some BS. First things first, Altair doesn't have the whole monotone voice thing anymore. He actually has like an accent this time around. I really don't. Yeah, he has an accent this time around. His voice changed, and he's not as much of an insufferable asshole as he was back in the first game. Because, like, if you remember back in the first game, this motherfucker broke the assassin code like every 2 seconds at the beginning of the game.
Altair, we have been betrayed. The enemy has overrun the castle.
You live. And Al-Mualim, where is he?
He was inside when the Crusaders broke through. We can do nothing for him now. Altair, we must fall back.
When I close the castle gate, flank the Crusaders in the village and drive them into the canyon.
You don't stand a chance.
Abbas, no mistakes.
Yeah, like, they're actively changing his character here, because, like, in the original game that he came from, Altair would not have given 2 shits about Al-Mualim. Just from what we got at the beginning of the game. But now all of a sudden we're supposed to act like, because this is before the first game. This is like right when, like, I would say probably a few years before the first game. So something happened in between that period to change his perspective or something. Anyway, so since we're playing as Altair, there are some things about him that are different from Ezio. He basically plays like vanilla Ezio from Assassin's Creed 2. I would say Altair from Assassin's Creed 1, but there are some differences. First off, the combat is much more fluid than Assassin's Creed 1, so I will give them that. But there are some instincts that I have with this game that I always fall into. For example, this game, I keep trying to do the hook blade with Altair, but I do not have the hook blade as Altair.
You misunderstand. I am no traitor. For I cannot betray those I never truly loved.
Damn!
You are doubly wretched, for you have been living a lie.
He wrecked on so... Oh, I think I'm pausing to laugh. I think that's why I paused. Oh man, jeez, that took out all like immersion right there.
Why not share with your brothers the true extent of your ambition?
So yeah, we got a don't get detected mission here. I almost got detected. Basically, we gotta assassinate that guy before he kills all the hostages, including Al-Mualim. And if we get detected, he kills them. Why am I pausing? Oh, okay. And the full synchronization, I failed it, which was saving all of the citizens back in that area, but I just kind of rushed through this chapter, because I really don't care.
Another good man dies and still you say nothing. I am surprised. You taught me many things.
I do think you have a bit of a pseudo time limit.
Speak now, or I will cut out your tongue that you may speak no more.
I do believe you do have a pseudo time limit, where if he will slowly but surely go to Al-Mualim, and if he gets to him, he kills him. I'm trying to remember. Could we air assassinate back in Assassin's Creed 1? I don't remember being able to do that. So I want to call BS on that too. Wait, can we? I can't remember. Eh, whatever. Doesn't matter.
You put too much faith in the hearts of men, Altair. The Templars know the truth. Humans are weak, base, and petty.
No. Our creed is evidence to the contrary.
Perhaps I am not wise enough to understand, but I suspect the opposite. That I am too wise to believe such rubbish.
Okay then. Jerk.
You offered him a chance to salvage his dignity. Why? No man should pass from this world without knowing some kindness. But he shunned your graces, as was his right.
Hey, my mission assassinate merchant was successful, guys!
I
Yeah!
have watched you go from a boy
Yeah!
to a man in so short a time.
Yeah!
It fills me with as much sadness as pride. You fit your father's shoes as if they had been tailored to your feet.
Again,
I
this
did not know
whole
him
thing
well as a
just...
father.
I feel like this game was just actively just trying to pretend Assassin's Creed 1 didn't happen in terms of Altair's story, because Altair was kind of an asshole at the beginning of the game. Am I not remembering right?
You may find a
Like,
way
the
in
first
time.
thing we see Altair do is kill an old man in a cave. And then he's just an asshole the whole time until, like, the very last few sequences in the game. And this is before that. So, what the hell? Am I missing something? Whatever. I don't care. I don't... I will admit that now I do like Altair, especially in this because of this game. But, like, again, Assassin's Creed 1 Altair was a douche.
So they contain recorded memories, these keys. These ancient seals. But what is Altair trying to tell us, I wonder? What does he want the future to know? Or to learn?
Yeah, so each of those were specifically created by Altair. Like, all of those memories, Altair wants someone to see them. And and he's trying to tell us something in each of the memories. And I think the first one that we just learned is, you know, every person I think it's every man should be shown kindness before death. Or something along those lines. Each of them have a message of some sort. Like, that kind of relate to the apple and all that, because again, Altair did have the apple for a long time after Assassin's Creed 1. Like, I will say that now. And you know, the thing about the apple is that it's a powerful thing, and you know, when you get, and a huge thing about Assassin's Creed that everyone likes to talk about is that when someone gets a hold of power, it tends to corrupt them. And that's kind of a huge theme that's going on with Altair's thing. But, like, Altair spent years studying the apple, learning from it, seeing everything he could learn from it. Like he even references that in this game, which later on, which is my favorite fucking thing you could do later in this game, is that, like, he goes to a target and he's like, I used the apple to learn about how to kill from the past and the future. And then you shoot him with the hidden blade gun. So it just, every time I see that scene, I always think to myself, it's like, I've seen how to kill men in the future. And then he pulls out a Glock and just shoots his target. Like, that's an edit I need. I need, like, an animation or something where it's Altair just pulling out a Glock and just shooting somebody. I'm sorry. I'm spoiling that now, but it's just funny to imagine. Oh, I'm sorry. That was funny. Oh, Lord. So right now I'm doing a little fooling around, not going for the main objective, but I am going to be going to the main objective in a few seconds. Basically, I was just looking around the blacksmith and getting my money from the deposit stuff. But by the way, you may have noticed that there was a bit of a huge cut at the beginning of this part and the end of last part. Well, again, since I'm cutting out all the fat of this Let's Play. Basically, I am not showing things that don't need to be shown. So anything related to the assassin stuff, like the assassin recruits, I'm cutting that out. You don't need to see it. I'm cutting out looking for viewpoints. I'm cutting out taking Templar liberations and stuff like that. I'm cutting all that out. I'm only caring about the main story, because that is all that's worth commentating over anymore. Especially considering that Assassin's Creed Revelations specifically is the most boring with it. You know, it is not as interesting. Like, when it comes to 3, I most likely won't do that, assuming I do post commentary for 3. 4, I would likely cut out traversal, because 4 is very long with its traversal. You have to sail. Same for Rogue, if I ever do that. I said I was cutting this stuff out, but I think there is a reason I didn't cut that stuff out, was because this stuff out is because, one, this was close, because I do know I'm going to the main objective in a few minutes, so. And maybe I wanted to commentate a little bit more over Altair and his memory. Also, I wanted to show off the Taylor system again, even though it's the same. God damn, my nose is stuffed. I think my allergies are kicking in again. Hate the summertime. I hate the transition between seasons. I know summer technically isn't over yet. In fact, it's supposed to get like 100 degrees for like the entirety of this week. I hate it here. But transitions between seasons suck for me, because that's when my allergies just get to the worst. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm heading to the objective. I can tell. So this is where we learn about having our what happens when we get our assassins to max level, assuming I go to the objective. And this is like the one time, I think, where we do have memories after the sequence. After the Altair memory, so yeah. Where's he going?
Any news of the traitor Valley? Have you found him?
He found us, Mentor. 2 of our brothers were kidnapped from this den earlier today. Now Valley is demanding that we hand over our property to the Templars.
No. Do not negotiate with men who use hostages as leverage. We hunt them down, and we eliminate them.
Then we should split up and search Galata now. We have little time to waste.
Alright. So, the traitor kidnapped some assassins, and we gotta find them and take them and get them back. Does anyone actually ever use the throw money command anymore? Like, I've always seen that in every Assassin's Creed game, and I'm always curious, does anyone ever use that? Besides for, like, achievement purposes? Like, I can't think of a time where I used it unless I wanted to get a beggar off my back, and even then, I don't use it. I probably just push them. Oh, I'm actually using bombs? No, well... well... How'd they know it was me? Oh, man, I'm really bad at acting like I didn't do it. Like, the #1 rule of Assassin's Creed games is you gotta act like you didn't do it. Like, if a guard comes up right when you're killing an enemy, you gotta act like you didn't touch them. That was a nice kill streak. I'll give myself that, though. Or, I'm sorry, execution streak. I always forget that they call it that, the execution streak, but I always just call it a kill streak, because you're killing and it's a streak. For God's sakes, dude, kick him! Kick him in the dick! Twist his dick! Just kill his friend. He's like, hey, you good?
happened?
That dude's floating in midair. Oh, no, never mind. Oh, what'd I do? I'm just walking and I get it. I'm just walking and chilling, and then all of a sudden I'm getting attacked by guards. Can I call that profiling? Is that what we could call that?
Valley who did this to you?
Mentor, forget me. You have fallen for a ruse. He captured me to draw assassins away from our headquarters. He will be on his way there now.
Shit. I gotta get to Volley quickly. Let me first get this treasure chest. And that is why I will never be any sort of hero, because I would probably get sidetracked. Again. He's like, I gotta stop the villain, but first, I'm kinda thirsty. I could use a drink. It's like, I could go for a Pepsi. And bribe this herald to shut the hell up. I got nothing. I mean, this is the last memory of a sequence, so I mean, there's not really much I can talk about, because...
Masquerading as figures of authority.
No, I'm not. Shut up. Oh, yeah, I forgot there's a wall. They just built a wall to keep us out.
Come, friends. See the difference.
For God's sakes, I should have just climbed the damn wall. Actually, no, I was going for that, the Thief Faction challenge, because I'm smart. That's what I was doing, yeah. I was going for the Thief Faction challenge, that the only one I'm ever going to show off in this entire game. Because big brain. Big brain. Shut up. Shut up.
You are a canny soldier, Ezio. But you alone are not enough to save this city.
I will follow from the rooftops.
Get down now.
Why did he yell, get down now? I'm not... What, you want me to get down? Get down! Oh, that gets you synchronized? What happened?
Once your creed was as vital to me as air and water. But when the Turks marched into Wallachia, and you assassins did nothing to stop it, how could I continue to believe? If a man's philosophy does not let him protect his people, his home, and his family, what good can it do for the world?
Peace be with you.
And Ezio looked so uninterested during that. He was like, yeah, shut up. Got trophies, and that guy's ragdolling. Oh, this was sequence 3? I thought this was sequence 2. Oh, no, sequence 2 was when we first got here.
Claudia.
Oh.
I am now in possession of one of the Masyaf keys.
Whoop, whoop!
And better still, I've discovered a map, encoded with signs and symbols, which I believe will lead me to the remaining keys. Its full meaning is a mystery to me, but I am thankful to have met a Venetian woman willing to help me decipher it.
Also, I'm pretty sure Ezio's mom died. I think that's what happened. I
still hold one key
hostage. I think Ezio's mother died. I might be wrong, though.
I may need more help than the assassins can provide. If I can make a friend in the Ottoman court, my access to the secrets of this city will improve greatly.
He's not even writing anything anymore. He's just, like, waving his thing around. That's very bad phrasing. Alright. So that is the end of Sequence 3, which was pretty standard stuff. So yeah, you see me looking at the map. I'm pretty sure I'm about to go sidetrack myself for other stuff. Yep, I'm actually about to quit the game, or return to Animus Island, but that should be it for this part, assuming the playhead is... Yep, the playhead... Yep. Alright, so the next time we meet in Assassin's Creed Revelations, we're going to continue on with Sequence 4, which I believe is actually where we're going to be meeting some new allies and stuff like that, of course. And then eventually we'll be getting the Masyaf key, yada, 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 yada. This Let's Play might be shorter than I thought, if I cut out all the fat. Anyway, see you guys next time, and take care.